Well, cheers, first of all.
Cheers. Thank you for having me.
Hello, guys, and welcome back to Wine Wednesday. Today, as you can see, I'm joined by the lovely David Larbi.
Hello.
Well, how are we feeling this Wine Wednesday?
I had a wedding this weekend.
Yes.
A lot of travel, but it was one of those occasions. I feel like as an adult, you don't get to see big groups of your friends at once.
Yeah.
Special occasions.
Yeah.
So when everyone makes a big effort to show out for an occasion like that, it's always wonderful.
It makes it more, and you were saying it was like your friends from uni. You saw them, did you see them get together?
Yes.
Yeah, so you saw the relationship grow,
Yeah.
which is like the beginning stages are always, that's my favorite stage. I love it.
You love the initial, the falling.
Yes. Well, who's to say I've actually fallen before?
That's true. But the excitement.
The initial, like the flutters and all of that. Speaking of beginning stages, fun little tangent. Now, obviously, I'm going to say this because it's even on your Instagram. It's not a secret.
No.
David is in a lovely relationship.
Long term,
happy, healthy. We love that. Cheers to that, first of all. Amen. Won't he do it? But first, let's talk about beginning stages of dating, embarrassing stories.
Embarrassing stories.
Now, while you think, I teased you earlier, I have a story for you.
I need it.
And I'm so glad I have one, because everyone's always like, what's your most embarrassing story? And I never had one. This is up there.
There you go.
This is up there.
Spill.
Okay, so. Oh, by the way, what are we drinking today? I've made a little like sangria. David is having...
Oh, I've got a white grape Schlur.
Schlur, yes.
Real ones know about Schlur.
Exactly. Non-alcoholic. So because David is all about wellness and health. So if he does a video and he's saying, yeah, I cut out alcohol for a month or something, and you say, lies, we saw you on Wine Wednesday, it's not a lie. It's non-alcoholic. We don't discriminate here. Alcoholics and non-alcoholics.
Just that.
Amen. Won't he do it? So, embarrassing story. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
So you have a bit of investment in this story because you were there the day I met this person.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make it obvious to these
detail.
guys.
Not too much.
But remember when we were at Meta and I told you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you know where I met this person, right?
Okay.
All's going good. We got on like one of the best like first dates. It was really good. Did I tell you about the date?
No, you didn't.
No, it was. I mean, you can see how I'm smiling. It was a good day.
It's
I love it. Like I said, I love the beginning. Blow that shit up. I'd pay whatever you. You'll take my money anyway. So yeah, going really well. He was going away to Thailand. I think I told you this, right?
Yes, you did.
He was like, obviously, when he's back, we're gonna see each other. Cool. So I have a friend called Vi. She's from Barcelona, right? And so she was like, oh my God, like, what does he look like? Because I'd been updating her. I met this guy, telling her the whole story. He's not really on Instagram like that, which I love. Not a single post. WhatsApp picture, can barely see him because men and WhatsApp pictures, they're not really synonymous.
It's true.
Be great.
I think I've changed my WhatsApp picture in like 5 years.
Well, there you go. I change my picture depending on my mood. Depending on the mood I'm trying to put out certain people. So yeah, I was like, I've got nothing to show you, girl. So then we had each other on Snapchat.
Okay.
And so he's posting and I'm like, oh, you can see him. Like he's on the plane. Wow, okay. So then I'm like, I have an idea. Guys, listen carefully. So I said, let me test this out because I don't want to make a rookie mistake. So I test it on my sister's Snapchat first. So I FaceTime my friend Vi, right? And then I'm like, and then I share my screen with her. And I say, because I could show you, but also we could keep the evidence too, and that's what I want. So I said to her, screen record the call, let's see.
Okay.
So she screen records the call while I'm sharing my screen on FaceTime. Are we following?
Yeah.
Following?
Yeah.
And we watch my sister's story. I'm like, let me check with her. I say to my sister, did it say I took a screenshot? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, we won't screen record. I'll just share my screen, right? So I show her like him on the plane. She's like, oh, sis, he looks good. I'm like, yeah, you know.
You know, we said like it.
Yeah, so, you know, all hits, no misses.
That's how I do it in laundress.
So, show him, she's like, oh, he looks good. And me and her speak every day.
Okay.
Shout out to Vi if you're watching. So, yeah, so there's that. And then the next day, he's like traveling Thailand and everything. I'm like, oh, okay, he's looking good, little vest top, you know. Let me show her what the physique is looking like. On FaceTime to her, share screen. She's like, oh, sis, you know, like. It's all going great. And then, so like, I think 2-3 days I'm doing this, right? And then, okay, I multi-date, okay? I said it. I'm on my way back from a good date that went well. I'm in a good mood. I'm in high spirits. You know what put me in a better mood? He had a new Snapchat story and he looked even better.
Oh, wow.
Never looked better.
Entertainment on the way home.
Love that.
Magnificent.
Wow. So I call my friend Vi again and I'm like, look at it. And she says, sis. And he has manners, you know? Like,
Oh, sis, no business.
yeah, right. So then I'm like, yeah, loving it. And then something told me, just do a quick little check. So I watched my sister's story too.
That voice.
Something.
Just do a little,
it's
See,
like in the back.
That voice was correct. Sometimes you have to
Stupid
ignore
voice.
it. Sometimes you have to ignore it because you want peace of mind. But
Oh, no,
in
don't
fact, you know what,
ruin my day.
the second you hear that voice, your peace is disrupted. And you do have to investigate.
So I investigate, cool. On the phone time, we're just talking about the video and da-da-da. He's going to be back like not too long. I was going to be going to see her in Barcelona as well. So then me and him were coming back on the same day. Just talking about the logistics, enjoying whatever. And then I get off the phone to her and I'm like, I called my sister. I'm like, by the way, did it say I took a screenshot of your story? Because remember, I checked on her story too while I was doing share screen. She said, yeah. So you know what that meant, David? For 3 days straight, every single one of his Snap stories, he did like 10 or 12, there was a screenshot next to my name. Leoni took a screenshot. Leoni took a... And you know what hurts more? I don't even have the evidence. I don't even have the footage to look back on. Because I didn't take a screenshot. I just shared screen.
So you might as well have committed the crime.
Right.
not even once.
Every day, every story. He's got like 10 stories each day.
You better hope it's one of those things where, because he's posted so much, he's not checking.
That's what everyone's trying to say to make me feel good. Yeah. But I think they send your name to the top as well when you take a screenshot.
They do.
And right at the top, it will tell them, there's a screenshot on this story. And he's like, again,
again.
I was gonna
say, once they've seen it once, they'll be checking. I was trying to make you feel better.
Yeah, even Joseph, funny enough, he was trying to make me feel better. I was like, Joseph, this is bad. And even Vash was like, see, this is bad. And you know the day I found this out? It was his birthday. I was like, I can't wish him happy birthday now. I can't message him. Do you know how embarrassed I am? He must think I'm a psycho. And they were like, you have to message him. I was like, I can't do it.
You know what's so funny as well is that you're actually so far from that. Like, you're the least likely person to be stalking every day.
Yeah, I was just showing and the thing is, I would tap through the story to show that one story, but because it's on shared screen. And so I was like, they were like, you have to wish him happy birthday. So I was like, I wish him happy birthday. And then I clocked, because when we had first started following each other on Snapchat, I'm on his close friend straight. I said, "Oh, look at me go! Hey,
straight away,
padlock." And then I stopped seeing that padlock. I'm like, he's taken me off. He thinks I'm a psycho. And then I'm like, oh, okay, just bite the bullet. It's his birthday. He's turning 30. Like, wish him a happy birthday. So I did, and he sent me like a nice message back with like heart emojis and everything. I was like, okay, but I'm still not sure.
Yeah.
Cool. And then a few days later, I stopped watching stories also. I was like, let me test this out, because he posted a story and it was like in this greenhouse looking place and it looked like there was weed growing, right? And so I was like, in Thailand, and this is not his weed, by the way. This was Thailand's weed or something. So I was like, okay, let me interact with this. How he responds will be telling. So I was just like to him, is that lol. And if he's not down anymore, he'll just be like,
Yeah. Dead response.
And he was just like laughing. He reacted to my thing with a laughing emoji. He was like, lol, yeah, apparently they just made it legal here. Ha ha ha. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, maybe when he got back, maybe we did go on a date after, you know.
Made it back from there.
Can't stop me. Can't stop, won't stop. No, joking. But how in fact, like,
that's
you physically cringe when you hear that. That's your worst nightmare.
That's very embarrassing. I'll be so honest.
3 days. Every
10. Wow. Work rate.
But let me tell you something. I've always got a plan, and I had a way to explain that away. So when I was like, question. Do you see who sees your stories? And he was like, because we were on the phone beforehand, before the date. And he was talking about how he saw elephants out there and everything. That would have been a good time to be like, speaking of elephants, that's the elephant in the room. But I was like, do you know, I need to do this in person. So I was like to him, because I had dropped in little things here and there. He was asking how Barcelona was. I was like, it was good. I was with my friend. We're looking to like travel a lot more together. And then later I was asking how's Thailand. I was like, I really want to go. Cool. So when we meet up now and I say, did you see that I took screenshots? And he was like, yeah. I was like, you didn't think I was a psycho? What are you doing here? And he was like, no, I just thought, oh, maybe she's just interested in what I'm doing. I was like, no. So basically what happened, me and my friend want to go to Thailand. So anytime you were somewhere interesting, I would share my screen with her on FaceTime. One day, it came off your story and went on to my sister's. And she called me like, why are you taking screenshots of my story? And I was like, oh my God, that means I must have done it to all your stories.
You played that too nice. Too nice. So if you're at home, applaud.
A round of applause. But yeah, that's a, what about you? Do you have any from early on in dating?
Embarrassing. When I was in secondary school, young, fresh, in the months. And I went to cinema with a girl. And tell me why we went into the cinema on a date and she left with her ex-boyfriend. I also don't understand how it happened. Okay, I'll start. Let me start from the beginning. It's one of them ones where you.
By the way, it's never been one of them ones for many people.
You know when we've got that one ex who always spins the block. And you know, she's probably not 100% over it, but you're like, do you know what, if I don't take this chance now, she might get back with him.
Okay.
Kind of like, let me just try and take this chance now, whatever. Just went to the cinema together, everything's cool. Her ex-boyfriend is at the same cinema with another girl. We bump into them in the foyer whilst I'm getting my sweet popcorn. But it wasn't so sweet. Because I see the look. She's gone. She's not in the room. You know what? I'm talking to her because she's gone. Whatever. When the film Fast and Furious, whichever number it was back then.
Did you watch another one after that?
No.
Sorry, not to laugh at your pain.
To this day, I revisited that franchise. I'm watching Vin Diesel get Fast and Furious, and she is bored and disinterested on the phone. She's on her phone. I'm thinking, yes. Yeah, I can see she's kind of replying. I was like, you know, the dread is building. We leave the cinema. We leave the screen. She's like, oh, thanks so much for a nice time. One arm hug. Gone. So, I'm waiting for the bus. They drive past in the car.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Oh my God. Yeah, I wouldn't watch Fast. I'd take it as far as I wouldn't even watch a Vin Diesel film. But this is all your fault. Thanks a lot, Rachel.
Thanks a lot, you idiot. Thanks a lot, Rachel. Thanks a lot.
When Vin Diesel on the wrong for that, I said, yeah, that's Vin Diesel's fault. I know there's a bad guy right there.
Oh my God. But this was like early stages, like first, second day.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing serious. I've never had like a serious bad experience. Not in early dating. I always had bad experieriences dating, but not not in early dating. Thank God. Yeah, I can't do it again.
Yeah. Cheers to never again.
Never again.
Amen. On to more happier times. You're in a happy relationship. Yes. How long have you guys been together now?
About 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
God, I see what you're doing for others.
Actually, do you want to meet cute?
Let's do the meet cute. And everybody, please Listen, I don't think I've heard it fully.
I'm not sure actually.
I've heard bits because we had that long train journey to Manchester.
Yes.
But guys, listen, because you made a very, very good point that it was just easy, right? This struggle of it's a lie. When you know it doesn't have to be hard, and when you meet the right person, you're like, wow, who knew it could be this easy? That's how it's meant to be. Let them know.
So one of my friends, we were all at a friend's birthday party. It was 2020 when we'd been released and everyone was doing things outside.
Okay.
One of my friends had a birthday party in Hyde Park and he invited his friends from like all across like his life, like 6th form. Because he was outside, he's like, do you know what? As many people I can make it, I come straight from work. So all this party chilling, whatever. One of my friends is on Hinge. He's talking to one girl that he's quite interested in. And another of the girls in our group was like, oh, give me your phone. Everyone's a bit tipsy. He's like, oh, give me your phone. I'm going to convert this one for you. Like, I'll say everything I need to say. The girl's blocked him unhinged. He is fuming. He's fuming. Very upset. And I was next to Tiffany. And Tiffany and I, we went to the same uni. We'd seen each other 3 times at uni, but we never properly met or connected. We followed each other on Instagram, knew of each other, but we never had like a proper conversation. So everyone's laughing about my friend, being on Hinge and being rejected. And I was like, I said to Tiff, this is why, I can't do none of these dating apps. Like, I can't. And she was like, oh, you're not on any apps? I've never been on an app. Like, I don't think I come across very well online. It's ironic because now I'm a content creator. By the time I was working in accounting. Anyways, I said, I don't think I come across very well online. And she was like, I was like, are you on any? She's like, I'm on apps. I've been on a couple of dates and stuff, but like, I'm not really into all of that right now anyways. And she's like, so what do you do when you like actually want to ask someone on a date? I was like, I just asked someone on a date. It's like, what, just face to face? Like, yeah, like we should go on a date tomorrow. And she was like, is that an example, or are you talking to me? And I was like half joking. When she said that, I was like, you open the door. We should go on a date tomorrow. And she said, are you being serious? I'm dead serious. Give me your phone and put my number in.
So if you're bad, give me your number.
Yeah. put my number in her phone. And this is the one, and she called me straight away. I was like, that's how I know it's real, because you called me, you want me to have your number. She said, yeah, you said you're going to take me on a date tomorrow, so we're going on a date tomorrow. I said, cool. The rest of the night, we kept saying to each other, you're going to forget. I was like, I'm not going to forget. She said, you're going to forget. She said, I'm not going to forget. Texted her the next day, we were both too hungover. But we were the day after that. And we went on our first 4 dates in like the next 7 days.
Wow.
So it was like any second we were available to see each other. If you looked at our text messages from that time, you would think there's no chemistry. But it's literally because I'm a very intentional person. I don't really like text. I like getting to know people. I like real conversation. I'm trying to see you. I'm not trying to update your little thing. I'm doing this, I'm doing this. Like, I want to see you and talk about ourselves properly. So first 4 dates were in like a week. And then in the second week of us dating, she had one of her friends had like hosted dinner for like a few people and asked me to come, which is second week kind of thing, like me and a lot of friends. But it just all felt, I didn't really pay attention to, is this too early, is this too, I was like, I want to go. That is how I feel, so I'm gonna go kind of thing. And we made dumplings, because my friend, she's half Austrian, half Chinese.
Okay.
She taught me how to make dumplings, or rather showed me the technique, and I made the perfect dumpling. Come on, because I like, man. You know? And we took a picture of me like showing the dumpling like on the plate, which is our first picture together. Saw her again like 3 days later, and I'd made it my home screen. I was on the way home, and I was just staring at this picture. And I thought, I'll make it my home screen. Like, I don't know how to begin, just so I can look at it. And maybe before I see her, I'll change it so it doesn't look too.
Yeah.
So I was like, there's no point doing that, and she might not even see it anyways. Saw it. And she was like, oh my goodness, is that your home screen? I was like, yeah, I just really love the picture. They showed me her phone and she made it her home screen as well.
Oh my God, stop it, I'll cry right now.
And I was just like,
I'll break my camera right now. That is so...
So just from very early,
neither
of us has been very afraid to show how we feel. And it does.
And that's good, because it makes you both feel safe as well in that environment, like, and open, and from early you both know where each other are coming from. So even if there's an issue, you could say it knowing it's not going to be taken in the wrong way.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Oh
God, you see? When you know, you know. Day what, free?
Day free.
And the dumplings is the home school. Okay? That's sweet. And I met her, and this whole story, everything you're saying, it just makes even more sense, your connection that you guys have together. Oh, I love. Well, cheers to Tiff.
To Tiff.
And to no struggle love. You know my favorite thing, that she's a very problematic woman.
Not when you start like this.
I hope she's okay also. But she has said some gems sometimes.
Who is this?
Wendy Williams.
She's out of moments.
She said 3 is the magic number. Within 3 seconds, you know if you're attracted to someone. Within 3 dates, you know if you truly do like this person. Within 3 weeks, I'm sorry, you should know if you want to be exclusive.
She's spitting.
Within 3 months, you should know if you want a relationship, if you want love. Do you know if you see love happening? Some people may be, this new term is really big right now, slow burners. So they take a bit more time. But within 3 months, you can see if you're gonna get there. And yeah, and people sometimes, I know sometimes friends will say to me, wow, you cut it off so quick, or what? Like, because, you know, I'll come to David sometimes and say, I've met my husband. And the next week, no, he's done. Because I believe you don't even need to wait for red flags. The minute I see an amber flag, even just a flash of it, I'm out. Because
something
I know.
Doesn't have to be dramatically wrong for it not to be right.
When you know it's not, like, run as soon as you see that type thing. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you. Don't wait it out. It's not going to get better. A fun thing that people say, what's whispered in dating will be shouted in relationships.
Ooh, can you wheel that one quickly?
What's whispered in dating will be shouted in relationships.
TM. Don't repeat that anyway without saying anything. That's the crazy part.
For real. There was a guy, you met him, that I was dating at the start of this year. Check, 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 check. When you met him, all you had to say, check, 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 check. Great guy. I saw one thing, and some people would be like, oh, you should have ended it. That was enough for me to be like, no, that ain't gonna work, because how he communicated in that moment and made me feel, I'm sorry, that is a big sign of your character, and it's gonna get even worse if we're in a relationship. We're not equally yoked. And it's not to say he's a bad person. Don't have a bad word to say about the guy to this day. But we are just not meant to be.
Yeah.
And people waste their time and hold on, and then after they've put in all that time, they're stuck there.
I read something really good the other day as well about instincts. And why we shouldn't dismiss our instincts. Because like, you have lived every single day of your life and built up your instincts based on your experiences. So you know what right feels like. The reason an alarm goes off and your instincts get triggered is because something is wrong.
Yeah.
That's why you know if it was right, it would go past without your attention.
100.
Your attention coming up is enough indication that something is wrong. So you shouldn't ignore those things. You shouldn't ignore those things at all.
And I like to believe I have very good instincts about people. I can tell, like, I only need to see one thing and be like, or see people from a distance and be like, that's not my kind of person. I think I'm a good judge on people's characters sometimes. Like, not just from looking at them like, yeah, it's giving. No, but I only need to see a few things that
I was gonna say,
people choose to be blind to. It seems like
not much escapes your attention, and I think you're not scared of confrontation. And you're not scared of action.
Yes, action.
You're not scared of action.
Yes, yeah.
I think a lot of the time people will ignore, when we ignore things, it's because we don't really want to deal with it.
Yeah.
And if I pretend it doesn't exist, I don't have to deal with it. Whereas once you've seen something, you will act on it. Yeah.
You made a good point earlier, like, people need to be okay with being by themselves first before they bring someone else into it. And I think what has helped me, I didn't get into my first relationship till I was 25.
Oh, wow.
So I was by myself. Yeah, so for 25 years, like, especially like your formative years, like your early 20s, at uni, like, I was truly getting to know myself and finding myself and developing myself. So even when I was in a relationship for like over 2 years, and that was technically my second relationship, but it felt like that was all I knew for those 2 years. Like, I had a whole routine, but I was okay to be like, do you know what, back to being single. I wasn't scared of it. And I think a lot of people are scared to be single, which is a shame. I get it, I do get it. It's not like, I wouldn't say, yes, let me be single for my whole life.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite thing, but it's also not the way, like, it's also enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because it's you. Like, why do you not want to be with you?
That's it. And even when you're in a relationship, you'll still need to need to have a good relationship with yourself. If you don't have a good relationship with yourself, and kind of your partner fills the gaps where you should be.
Yeah.
That's too much on one person.
Yeah.
One person can't be everything to you. You really need to have your own things going on.
Yeah.
That's another thing I'm very grateful for in my relationship, is that Tiff has a very rich life individually.
Yeah.
She moved here from China by herself. So if you, like,
People like that, you can always just tell they're like a lot more mature than everybody that was born here. That's like I think I've said it to you, but I'm drawn to people that weren't born here because they have more like maturity, more life experience, more interesting to talk to. I'll be honest, but yeah. I think that's a lovely place to leave it. But no, we ain't gonna leave it there, guys. Like I said, if you're not already, make sure you follow David. If you haven't, first of all, get out from under that rock. Okay, tell them a bit about what you do.
Full-time content creator. Used to be just short form, now long form too. I'm on YouTube as well.
On all podcast platforms.
Yes,
as well?
and all podcast platforms. The Mindful Moment podcast with David Larbi. Every Monday, new episodes. Comedy, music, mindfulness are the three things I'd say I do. Probably in comedy and mindfulness in equal measures. Music has taken a back seat for the last, but we got something coming. Leoni's had pretty much all of it.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. That is exactly what I needed. Yeah, comedy, music, mindfulness, something for any kind of mood you're in. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, podcasting, everywhere.
He's everywhere. Follow. All David's details will be below, so make sure you follow if you're not already. Okay? Like I said, something, whatever you need. You want to be in touch with your feelings. You want to just better yourself. By the way, I can't lie to you. I was setting up. David, I was worried I was going to call the doctors because it looked like your veins were about to pop out your arm. David has been in the gym like this. The health is within and outside, okay? I was like, is everything right? Is Hulk about to show up? Okay. I haven't seen you since those 75 days. Wow. But yes, guys, make sure you follow him. And as always, guys, I can't ask you enough. Comment below. Let's have a conversation. I feel like people don't comment on YouTube as much as they used to.
Yeah. Comments and interactions with the people who watch makes way better content.
Builds a community. Like I genuinely want to speak to you guys. YouTube, this is where I started. You guys helped me grow. So I want to get back to you. Oh, I'm just going to be in the comments by myself, just chatting. And they're going to pull me out on a stretcher. Anyways, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff I'm meant to ask you to do. Please do. And I'm just rambling now, and I don't really know how to end this, so I'm just gonna go. Cool.